We're back on this series again. It's been quite a few weeks since I did the last episode, but we're going to slowly start working our way towards Warp Room 3 now. Of course, we're starting with that. We're starting with Blizzard Bluff. The frig! Wow. Wow, I can tell it's been a few weeks since I've done this. I swear, something wacky feels off. Either I've completely lost my touch there on the starting boost, or something feels weird. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, as long as we can get fence skip, we should be good. But yeah, I need to point out again, because another commenter brought it up again, saying, oh wait, you're using Penta Penguin, that's a max stat character. All I have to say is just literally watch me going around as Penta versus me going around as RC, and you will clearly see that I'm using turn class Penta, like it's not even close. There is one interesting thing to note though. This is like something that took me by surprise. I'm not even sure why it's the case, but for some reason, I'm using the same ROM as I was for RC. So like if I was to still select Tiny, I would still show up as RC. I'm not using the default ROM. But for some reason on this modded ROM, even though Penta's stats are still turn class, this mod seems to have eliminated the bug where he keeps saying Penguin Yay 1, Penguin Yay 2 when getting speed boosts. Could say that's like a nice little side effect of it, because it is kind of... It's funny at first, but it gets annoying pretty quickly. Oh, that's it. I need to hit that turbo pad, don't I? That's one of the things I'm doing wrong. Have you learned nothing from Coco Park, Tooney? It all makes sense now why, like, I was not really making that jump. It's because I've been completely missing the turbo boost. And if you remember from Coco Park, it actually makes a huge amount of difference. Without it, you can have what feels like the right grade of flame, but in reality, it's not. Oh, why have I lost this? Oh, what's going on there, man? Like, usually you can just glide into that little thing there and it's just completely fine. But for some reason, I'm just not getting it. Oh my god. Already on attempt number 15. I believe I'm literally taking longer than when I was doing this with RC. I should be doing better, but I'm not. The frick. This is fucking shit. Yes! Fence 1 out of 3. Doesn't matter. That jump is absolutely pissing me off right now. It shouldn't be a case where I'm falling short, but I am pretty much every freaking time. Come on. Decent lap. Yes. 2. 1 more. Come on. Camera completely fucked out then. Didn't know what I wanted to do. We did it. 3 fences in a row, bitch. 124.86. Oh my gosh, we beat RC. We beat RC with Turn Class Penta. What the fuck? What a turnaround, man. From just having, literally, from having 20 of the shittiest attempts you can imagine in a crash game to then suddenly getting all 3 fences in a row. I wasn't even getting 1 fence. I think I got 1 fence once and then messed it up. But then the other attempts, I didn't get fence a single time. Shit, yes. Okay, apparently I got a little bit too excited. I was like, hang on a minute, why is there a 120.38 when the time that I've just looked at for RC says that it's 126.79? That's the one right below my name right now. Well, it turns out that that was the time I got when I first beat Lewis, but then I went and got fence skip and I just didn't change the time on that video. So yeah, I didn't actually beat my best RC time. I was going to say that would have been absolutely crazy to beat speed class. There's no freaking way. That makes more sense, 124.86. But still, we beat Lewis, we beat Oxide, and we beat even one of my RC times, which is great. Right, even though Dragon Mines is definitely a hardcore farting during loading screens track, I'm quite optimistic with this one. I think the spiral will make this a bit easier to get the time that I need, thanks to obviously playing as a turn class character, since usually we have to deal with not having the ability to take the spiral very easily and usually losing our flame at some point while going up it. But let's see. Definitely not going to get it on the first try. That would be way too optimistic. Ah! That made me jump. That made me actually jump a mile. Did not see that coming. Oh, I thought I'd go for it. I think if I see an opportunity to take the minecart path, I might just like go for it, because why not? Might be a little bit easier to do than with RC. I think we have a little bit of a bad cycle for the first lap minecart based on the way it's been going the first few runs there. Yeah, I need to let the cutscene at the start play a little bit longer. This is just not very optimal. Go, go, go. No. No freaking way. You actually lose all of your speed as soon as you go up that thing. So I'm not even sure like how you're supposed to maintain your speed going up there, because it's such obviously a narrow corridor. What is going on? You know what? I'm plugging this controller in. It feels like there's a bit of an input delay. That doesn't count. Placebo effect me, bitch. Oh shit, we've lost our flame, unfortunately. Oxide with a slight mistake there. That's a little bit of a time save over him. But again, beating Oxide's not going to be enough here. We need to beat Lewis's pretty damn good time as well. Shit, did you see that then? You actually saw Oxide's flame in the floor somehow from his ghost. Oh, that's a way to... Okay, that's a way to clear the lake a little bit faster, is to hit that lip there. Flame's gone. $141.02. Only barely behind Oxide, to be fair. But where's that compared to Lewis? Oh, that's well behind Lewis. The one thing I can remember is that the shortcut isn't necessary to beat Oxide and Lewis, because Lewis does not use the shortcut either. So, yeah, I need to basically just make the time up by doing really good driving elsewhere, I guess. That was a 34. So Lewis's first lap is a 32, I want to say. And then he basically gets two 31s. Best attempt so far. Oh, for frig, your mom. I'm trying to aim for that rock in the middle so that I can kind of hop over most of the thing. It's not going well at the moment. Something is really wrong. I maybe completely underestimated how difficult this one was going to be, apparently. "35-second lap. Something's not right." After watching Lewis's video again, he absolutely clowns Oxide on the first lap. Absolutely clowns him. Makes such a massive lead. He even loses flame right there on his video. We are ahead of Oxide, though. We're definitely not as ahead of Oxide as we need to be to beat Lewis. Oh. Oh. I can't fucking take this anymore. Oh, gosh. And that attempts account apparently didn't go up right. So I have no idea what attempt that just was. Oh, had to literally stop the recording, restart it again, just so I could go and check to see what attempt count that was supposed to be. This is not my day. Controller issues, input issues, recording issues, the whole 9 yards, as the Americans say. Slow lap, man. Lewis is like a full fucking second faster. That was a nice bounce. Don't know what I did to achieve that, but I like it. You prick! We finally had a nice little start there, only for it to be fucked up by a minecart. We're actually ahead of Oxide at that point, which I've not done yet. Slightly faster lap, but still not as good as what it was looking at last time. We barely beat Oxide and we're still 4 seconds off of fucking Lewis's time practically. If I want to beat Lewis, I basically need to be ahead of Oxide by the end of lap 1. There's no ifs or buts about it. That's like the bare minimum. How is this possible? How was Lewis able to completely lose flame and still be ahead? Ah, fuck, that hurts. I've got blisters on my fingers. Look at that, look at that. Look at fucking that. Look at those. What are those? What are those? I just had to get minecart 3 times in a row to beat Lewis. I gave up trying to do it the standard way. I was like, I've got to get an edge somewhere. And even then, I only beat him by 1.5 seconds. Polar Pass next. Hopefully we have a better day today than yesterday, because today we're going to be tackling Polar Pass. In my mind, I thought, okay, this one might be a bit easier than yesterday's, but then I looked at RC's time that I got as speed and Lewis's time that he got as turn and realized, oh, I only beat Lewis by not that much. This actually might be a little bit harder than I expected. And here's the thing, I know there's some major shortcuts in this level, but compared to the Dragon Mines one, which is just a case of getting good at driving in a straight line up a mine shaft, the major skips that you can use to skip stuff on this level, they're not that easy. I've already lost flame apparently. So yeah, we need to make sure obviously that we're keeping flame as the bare minimum to start this off. That's not how you keep flame.
Penguin 1.
Oh, there's the return of our Penguiniers. They're back. Maybe it was just a one-off that they've disappeared. Fuck. Question is keeping flame and going for barricade gonna be enough Something tells me not, but then again, what else did Lewis do? I do not recall him going for any major shortcuts apart from barricade. So, I don't know, maybe Oxide makes a mistake. No! Silly bad thing to happen right there. Why is it that, like, I don't know, when I was a kid, I almost never drove into obstacles. As an adult, I literally only drive into obstacles. Oh, my idea for this one was to do it in 20 attempts, but like Dragon Mines, I think I might have overestimated how easy I was expecting this one to be. Ooh, didn't think I was going to make that. Wow. I think I've lost Flame. Nope, still clinging on. I think we've lost Big Flame, though. We are quite a ways away from Oxide, though. I may have to take a peek at Lewis's lap time so I can get a rough idea of how fast I need to be going. Oxide is pretty damn far ahead at this point. And if Oxide's really far ahead, by extension, Lewis is really far ahead at this point. Oh, I'm dead anyway. Alright, so Lewis beats Oxide by a second. I don't know why I thought he was beating him by like 5 seconds. So he beats him by a second. And he actually goes 57, 56, 55 with his laps. That was a terrible end to a lap. And I probably wouldn't have hit 57 anyway, to be honest. Keeping up with Oxide. $57. Okay, we hit target number 1. We need to get a 56-second lap now. Ooh, thought I was gonna get tail-ended there. No! We were on track, man. Not sure what I got stuck on there, but it was annoying. Cost me a little bit of time.
Penguin Yay 2.
Penguin Yay 2. What is happening? That was a good jump. Some good height there. Still a 57 though. So we're still on track. Just don't get sealed. That would be a really sad way to lose all your momentum. So far, I'm not seeing any mistakes that Oxide himself does. Oh, we got a 55 there on lap 2. Lewis got a 55 on lap 3 and a 56 on lap 2. Just don't get sealed and don't hit the fence on the final lap. I think that's where Lewis was like, oh, pray for me. Don't get fenced. All that, arguably as shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what's funny? As soon as I was approaching that, I was like, it'd really suck right now if I just about did this part wrong. I was that, like, focused on, like, making sure that, like, I won there. That I was, like, overthinking, like, how I should take that bridge. I should have just took it straight, as I did all of the other laps. I don't know what possessed me to even attempt to do what I just did. Try and slide across it, and it was unnecessary. Oxide feels a little bit further away than last time. A lot further away. Low 57 there. Have to take a wide thing around the seal because of just bad positioning, unfortunately. It's a shame. It's what lost us out to Oxide right there. Come on. We were ahead of Oxide, annoyingly, at the end of lap 2 last time. Barely ahead of him right now. .56, yeah, not as fast. We got the 55 on lap 2 last time. For as long as we beat Lewis, I don't mind. I don't care if I beat him by even a smidget. It's what this is about. Thought for sure I was going to hit the seal there. Thank God I did not. Come on. Do not mess this part up again. Up. Over. Up. There we go. Come on. Made it over. Oxide's overtaken me somehow. Not sure how. What did I do wrong on that final lap? Not entirely sure. I have no idea what I did wrong on that final lap. Wait a minute, 2:49.35. Yeah, I missed out. I'm genuinely not sure what I did wrong on that final lap. Once again, my RC time is wrong. For fuck's sake. How many times am I going to somehow get my RC time wrong there? 2:42.95 is what my RC time was. What's that sound Crash makes on this game? It's like, yes, fuck you. Gonna miss every fucking turbo pad, apparently. No, you freaking maggot. Swear, anything that can go wrong will go wrong on CTR. Dicked in the ass by seal cycles.
A1.
Wide ass turn. You can tell how wide it was. Those assholes just cut up from that alone. $55, come on. 56 to 55. Another 55 and we've got this in the bag. Apart from the seals, I do really like this track. I know the seals obviously add a dynamic to the track, but still, they cost you so many good runs. Nearly cost myself again on the same thing that cost me last time. The same freaking bridge section. The final wall has been conquered. Just keep up the speed. Alright, we did it. Toward 240, what? 247.91 on attempt number 27. Whoa, we did it. We beat Lewis by a second as well. That's a pretty good time. And I didn't even need to abuse any kind of major skip to do it, which makes it even more satisfying in its own way. So that's awesome. It's a great track. It's a really fun track. Once again, my fingers are absolutely blistering from the mixture of Dragon Mines yesterday and then just really focusing so hard on that last lap there. So the final track of Warp Room 3 is Tiny Arena. However, I've already beaten Lewis on Tiny Arena during the runs as my RC run, because at that point I wasn't trying to beat Lewis with speed class, I was just trying to beat Lewis with any class. And it just so happens speed is obviously the best one most of the time, but tone class is what I used on Tiny Arena for beating Lewis last time. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play me beating Lewis as Penta Penguin as turn class on Tiny Arena from the initial run. Hope you guys enjoy and see you on the next video. Oh, well, I've only got about 20 minutes of time left for recording before I need to get ready for work, so if I don't get this soon, I'm going to have to actually come back and continue on later. Good time to stop as well, because my fingers are really starting to ache now. It's bringing back like all the calluses and blisters I'd get on my fingers for playing this game for hours and hours and hours on end when I was a kid. It was even worse as well because you'd use the D-pad, so your thumb was just like constantly rubbing on rubber or wherever the material was, and you'd get really large calluses on the end of your thumb from the friction. I still remember beating this game as a kid though. Like the very first time I ever beat it, I didn't boost a single time because I didn't know, you know, at 7 years old, I didn't really understand boosting. So I was just like playing the game normally, just driving and turning around. I figured out how to power slide, but I didn't know how the boosting worked. And I remember like just watching the AI go past me, you know, putting all that effort in, and I'm like, oh, where's this red fire coming from out the back of their exhaust? How do they get that? Are they getting like turbo pads that I don't see? Just realized we got a 110 on the first lap. This is a good sign. That means we've got a little breathing space. And actually, if you look at the map, fucking hell, a lot of breathing space. I don't want to count my chickens before they've hatched here, but I'm going to need to make a pretty big mistake to miss out on beating Lewis here. I'd probably need to like graze 2 walls or completely slam into a wall. Oh fuck. That was a bit stressful. Still going though. Nice, that's the kind of hop we want. We didn't waste a single second on that hop. 109 as well on lap 2, fuck's sake, yes. I'm really confident now. I can finally be optimistic. I'm gonna stop talking though, I'm gonna focus. Come on. Oh shit, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Fuck yes. Yes. Fuck yes. GG, Lewis. GG. That was a good time to beat. I know that he wasn't that impressed by his time, but I was impressed by your time and therefore impressed by my time.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
We did it.